Debt is deferred sovereignty. The longer you wait to take ownership of who you are and to claim your authority, the more or the longer the debt will reflect in different areas of your life. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kathy and this is the Metaphysical Babes. Debt is often an energetic symbol of self-owed value. We have a tendency to think that debt has to do with money. However, debt is reflected in different areas of our lives. And we're going to talk about these areas, and perhaps you need to visit them so that you can liberate yourself, pay those bills that are due or owed to the universe, and that you can elevate to your best self. I know we live in a society here in America where overconsumption is the norm. You don't need the extra bag or you don't need the other pair of shoes, but we are overstimulated with marketing, with all these things, with social media, that we feel almost compelled to buy and overconsume. And as a result, we create debt. Although that is a factual, we often overlook the spiritual aspect of debt. The reason why we put ourselves in debt has nothing to do with money, the lack of money, or not having a flow of income, or maybe because you are irresponsible or because you are over consuming. Oftentimes, debt is more energetic or more spiritual than you can realize. What do I mean by that? You may be right now in your life overgiven without proper return. We grew up in cultures that tell us the more you give, the more you'll receive. And we do live in a society where it is believed that by giving, you will receive. And what happens to a lot of people, like a lot of empaths, like myself, we overgive without taking into account the lack of return. In this sense, energetically, we create this bill that is due or that is owed to the universe because the universe takes account of everything that we do. So maybe there's an area of your life where you are overgiven without proper return. You need to check it out because that is the first step in how you can start liberating yourself from debt so that it may clear out in the physical realm. Before you think that this is woo spiritual stuff, I want you to really pay attention. This channel is called the Metaphysical Babes. Every approach that I take about anything in life, I will always look at it from a metaphysical standpoint because yes, I do believe and I know that now science is coming to terms with the fact that we are not just this body, we are spiritual beings. Therefore, and I do believe that we are spirit first before we are physical, and that everything that we're going to do, it's going to happen in spirit first, and then it will reflect in the physical plane. So now let's continue with the second part of where you might be creating energetic debt without realizing it. You have undervalued your offerings, meaning your worth, your time, your energy, your love, your presence, even the advice that you so love to give to your friend. Are you undervaluing your offerings? You see, I'm not saying that you have to put a price tag into the fact that you want to offer advice to your friend. However, how much is your friend or that family member is valuing the advice that you are giving to them? So by putting yourself in a situation where you are undervalued, or your offering is undervalued, you are creating yet again this energetic lack, communicating to the universe that your time is not worth anything, your advice is not worth anything, you will not get anything back for it. So this stays as your energetic imprint or as Joe Dispenza might call it your electromagnetic imprint. And the universe takes notes and says, well, we're not going to pay her or him anything because there's no value to it. Nobody takes it seriously, and she doesn't take it seriously. So we cannot give her anything in return for it. Now, the third area of your life where you might be creating energetic death is where you have perhaps taken on energetic contracts, whether it's through family, whether it is through past lovers, or your past self. You know, I know a lot of us love a good family tradition, but what if that family tradition is rather toxic and it is not paying you anything in return? It is instead depleting you of your good energy, your good aura, your true essence, the essence of who you truly are. So you see, by doing this, by keeping the torch on a so-called family tradition that is not serving your higher self, you are yet again creating energetic debt. Maybe you have to revisit these traditions that you so love, that you so want to carry and pass down to younger generations. Perhaps they're not serving you in any way whatsoever. Now, the other area where you might again be creating energetic debt is where you have delayed claiming authority. You have to understand that you are the operant power. You are in control. You are the driver. You are the captain of this ship. And by you not taking ownership, by you not taking or claiming your authority and allowing life to just happen to you instead of you making life happen through you, you are creating energetic debt. And what do I mean by that? You are waiting for permission for you to be who you truly are. The only permission you will ever need is to know that you are here, you're breathing, and you are alive. That is the only permission that you need out of this life or from God. As long as you're here, as long as you're breathing, as long as you can move, you do not need permission from anyone to be who you are, to live your dream, to live your best life, or to act on this project that you've been sleeping on for years. You decide as the apparent power, as the commanding power of your life, as the God of your reality. You get to decide what you want out of this life. You place yourself where you know you will get paid for your energetic value. Somewhere you postponed ownership of your full capacity, and now the bill is due. The universe is taking note. You have to understand that debt is not only about money, it reflects in places in your life. And you have to pay attention. The moment I understood that, my life shifted. I'm not going to lie to you. I live in America. Overconsumption is almost the norm. And I created debt. I created debt by buying things that I didn't need. But one thing I didn't understand was that I was creating debt because there's a part of me energetically where I was also creating debt with the universe. A lot of us have been taught to give and give and give and never receive. So one way to get paid is to also receive. It is not necessarily money, although yes, money is one form of exchange, but it can also be from others, from other people's love, from other people's time, from other people's favors and advice and companionship and help. Once I learned how to liberate myself from this or these energetic debts, I started seeing debts, getting out of the way for me. I was being unblocked by these debts, by these overdue bills and so on. And I want you to know that today you can get out of it by spiritually or energetically removing yourself from these debts. And this is what you're going to do. Pay attention to these things and start working on them. Let go of those things that are holding you back, that are blocking you, that are making you stuck. Family traditions are not serving you, get rid of them. Cut ties with people that are not giving you the same energy that you're putting into them. The same people that you're giving your love to, but that are not returning your love or even more, get rid of them. Make sure that you understand that you are the operant power, that you are the commanding power. God gave you the permission and the dominion. You have to take ownership of that. The longer you wait to take ownership, the more you will delay your sovereignty. And you can only clear debt by taking ownership of who you are, because God gave you that right. I hope this video resonated with you. If you have any questions, email me. Please download the free workbook, the Spiritual Seeker Workbook, and start getting on your spiritual journey today. Don't be shy. Don't pay attention to what society says. Make sure you find your own anchor in your own spirituality, and your life can change today. Thank you for watching this video. God bless you, and let's continue to prosper together.